Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today we're gonna do a little talking about wound up on what's been going on with Gamestop. So, a lot's happened with Gamestop in the business since my last video talking about the stocks plummeting. The stocks plummeted again. The Black Friday holiday sales were terrible. I mean, to be honest, when I tried to remember going over Black Friday stuff, I don't really remember even though being that much good at GameStop, honestly. I luckily got all my stuff online that year, so I didn't even have to go out. So what's GameStop been doing now? It's been several months in a holiday season and we're into the nice new fresh year of 2020. In the year 2020. I know that's the wrong year, but fuck it. Anyway, so things they've done. So one of the first things that GameStop has rolled out was the statement, of course, where they were talking about redesigning their stores. Now, none in my area have had this redesign. So far, it's rolled out in several, like, big, the big city-ish areas, but there's been some photos of some of them, and a lot of them, basically, from what I've seen, are, like, half the stores, like, a hangout, play games area, and the other half is merchandise, and maybe there's this one shelf devoted to some games, so it looks kind of in the continuing to be game department. There was one that was pretty nice that still had a lot of game merchandise, so they're gonna probably, like, examine what sells and shit at each store and probably stock the majority of it, which, I mean, I can't really blame them. I mean, if one store sells merchandise like insane and another sells games insane, I mean, I could see obviously the prospect in that. Now, there was also the talk about changing the Pro card, which has happened. It was effective of January 16th of this year. So, what happened with the Pro card is it costs more for it now, and you lost the 10% discount on pre-owned games, but you still get the 10% extra on trading in games. So you still got flipping advantages with it. But I will be criticizing whether you'll want to continue flipping a bit unless they improve some things here. Because I've been having trouble with some of the new stuff. We'll get into that here, though. So, to replace the 10% discount on pre-owned things, now you get $5 every month, totaling $60 a year. They do not carry over from month to month, so you have to use the $5 within that month. Now, the first big problem with this is, at least at the time of this video, you can only use the $5 on new products, not pre-owned. Now, I remember when this first came out, when they actually rolled the email out this month, people going like, that doesn't make any sense. I think I get what they're doing. It's stupid for the customer, but for the bottom line. So, GameStop profits the most off of used shit when it comes to the video games. Now, obviously, if you're getting $5 free and you're attaching that to a pre-owned item, that's $5 they're losing. Now, they don't get as much. I've seen different people figure like how much they get off a new game, and I'm not gonna claim I know the exact amount or anything. But the point is, on a new product, they don't really get anything. And plus, usually when they're selling a new item, they're hoping said item will return so they can flip it around as a used item and get all the profit off of it. So I think the idea is for you to buy a new product in hopes that you'll trade it in later, and then they can start flipping that as opposed to losing profits on the pre-owned games. That's obviously terrible for us as consumers, but I can see what the idea is in the bottom line. Will it work? That's subjective, because considering most people go for used shit a lot of times, because let's be honest, usually the new deals aren't really at GameStop very often. They get deal, everyone has their own way of finding it. Ooh, wow, great deal in that. And while speaking on that, they have been doing a little bit on deals, but there's a problem with them. So they've rolled out the deal of the day. Now, the problem with the deal of the day, in my opinion, when it first started, some of the items weren't online only, but now they're being hardcore online only. Like, last several things I've been interested in have been online only. Now, you might be like, well, what's the problem? Well, you can do install pickup, which is another program they started. So you can check out, do pickup, and boom, there you go. But the problem is the checkout. So if you're a Pro member, you most likely put a credit you get on your Pro card. Well, apparently, as far as I can tell, there's no way to use your credit on your Pro card. It has to be on a gift card. And if you got built up credit that you would like to use instead, you can't do store pickup, and they can't do an order for you inside the store and let you pay with with your Pro card with credit on it. So that's kind of a problem. And I asked if there was a way I could put it on my gift card, and at least they claimed that there wasn't anything they could do with that pre-existing, and I would have to constantly keep getting a new gift card for each time I get credit, which is stupid. They apparently, at least they say they can't load it. I don't know. I wanted to ask the manager, but the manager wasn't there today. It was one of a new person, so to be fair, he might not know what the fuck he was talking about, to be fair. But I wanted to look more into that. But so the deal of the day is a 24-hour thing, and it's every day, and it has had some good deals, but being online only, and I want to use my credit they have, because I got like currently like 56 credit, because I was actually able to flip some stuff from Best Buy. They had what was it, Dig World 2, Shaq Fu for the Switch, and I bought some of the was it Starlink or whatever from Ubisoft off Best Buy, and got some trade flips off those while keeping a few spare cases for replacement cases. So I got like 50-ish something credit out of all that. Plus I've been flipping a few Vita games I got from PlayAsia for like $1.99. I got those for like $1.99, flipping them for like $8.80. So I built up big credit, but I can't use it for the deal of the day because it's stupid, because it won't let me fucking use my Pro card. It's like really fucking annoying. Then on top of the fact that the $5 you get from your Pro thing has to be used on a new item. Now, luckily today, it's the 19th of the recording of this video. There's actually something that popped up today for $9.99, which ironically, actually, funnily enough, had a deal of the day like I think about a week ago for like 15 something. Now it's just straight out $9.99. So for brand new, so I'm gonna go get that. It's the Mutant Year Zero World of Eden, which I hear is kind of like a weird like XCOM-esque game. So I'm gonna go use my $5 thing on that, and then use credit to pay for the West. But I like the idea of the deal of the day, but I just don't like that it's online only. Like, I think that's stupid when I can look it up on the fucking thing. And what's shitty also with the day of the deal, at least currently, Best Buy won't price match day of the deals from Gamestop. So, now luckily, not PlayAsia, but Amazon has been price, like, well, Amazon just suddenly changes the price of it on their store. They've been doing that to a few, not all, but a few of them. So if you, just to give you fair warning, if you do Best Buy price matches like I do, unless you get lucky with someone who doesn't realize it, that probably has happened a few times, I would imagine. But other than that, you're out of luck in that regard. But outside of that, they've been trying to hassle for electronics recently again, which is weird because I remember like the old manager that used to look up stuff for me and get games from other stores prior to them rolling out. Will they actually provide that as a actual service? Said the phone business of it was bad and they were getting out of it, and now it's just weird they're getting into it again. Though I heard what they're doing is they're basically flipping it to some company in China or something that does shit with them. So I don't know what, like, considering I've constantly heard their phone business was terrible, so I don't. I remember when they used to actually have a whole fucking wall devoted to phone tablet shit too. Actually, what a waste of space. Now it's all full of all kinds of collectible schlock. Now, when it comes to exclusive, GameStop has been doing bad on the exclusives. In my video, I was like, you need to, like, I understand, obviously, as a consumer, it's shitty when they do exclusive. I'm talking, obviously, as a business sense. You know, obviously, when it's more readily available at different places, you're more likely to get a deal. But as a business, the sad truth is, if you don't have something you're offering against your competition at the same time as well, then why the fuck are you going to go there over some other competition? So, sadly, exclusives is one way to obviously bring in people, and that's just the sad fact of business in a lot of ways. It's not the best way always, but it's one of the simplest ways, sadly. So, I did tell them if at least I was them, I would be trying to ramp up some of the exclusives, and they've been doing the opposite. Bendy and the Ink Machine started showing up at retail when that was exclusive, and recently, Borderlands 1 Remastered showed up in retail when that was a GameStop exclusive. So now they're not retaining exclusives, they're losing them. Now they're still getting them. There was like one I actually showed off when I was having some connection problems on live streaming during the beginning of January, end of December. There was like one exclusive they held called Helmet. It's basically a Into the Gungeon type game, and it's not too bad. It's basically, instead of cutesy bullet shit, it's basically Doom as a Gungeon twin stick shooter-esque game. But I got that one on actually one of the few day of the deals that were actually in store, really, which was. I have not seen a single non-online only one for like 2-3 weeks now, so it's kind of annoying that I can't really, because there's been like a few that I want to do, but I can't fucking do anything about it because I don't want to spend my damn cash. I want to use my fucking credit. So I kind of have to kind of replan around that. I would definitely fix something like that, or fucking make it where you can check it out in the store itself. I mean, I just think, I get, again, similar to the $5 thing with new things. I think the idea, like, for the consumer, it's stupid. But I think the idea is they're trying to drive more traffic to the online store. Because, obviously, keeping a giant warehouse full of video games versus having, you know, several hundred stores across the country stocking games is easier and cheaper. So if they drive up the store, they can probably do more video game stuff on there and there. And I can kind of get the logic. I mean, let's be fair. Many of us have probably been making huge deals off buying, price matching on Best Buy, buying shit on Amazon, taking advantage of sales specials and shit. I mean, I know countless people actually that last Black Friday got lots of those shit done online. It was the first time I got everything I wanted done online. So, I can understand why they're probably trying to push more to their site more than the stores, because obviously they've been closing down stores. Actually, something interesting now, this deal isn't in action anymore. It was only for the 14th, I believe. But EB Games, which is GameStop in EU territories, Canada and EU areas, because they bought them out, but for the most part they didn't really rebrand them as GameStop. They just left most of them as EB Games. But EB Games did a very weird sale on the 14th where it was buy one get 6 free on previous gen stuff, which was PS3, 360, Wii, original DS. They weren't doing it on Wii U though. But yeah. Buy one, get 6 free. That's insane. I remember looking through the tweet that Cheap-Ass Gamer did on it, and there was tons of people saying, well, that'd be nice if there was actually any fucking games to buy at any of them currently, because I guess apparently they've been really cleansing the previous gen out at their EB game locations. Now, that kind of thing has not happened at the GameStops in America yet. I'm curious if they're going to try and do something like that, because obviously with next gen coming out, I don't know about your GameStops. Feel free to let me know how the stock is at yours, but mine still has a pretty decent amount of PS3. Wii is getting pretty low, but PS3 and 360 is still pretty decent. I'd say, if I was just to give a random guess, maybe 200-ish amount of games for each one. They got a little bit of a shelf space there on that. But the Wii has been running dry, though. They still get original DS stuff there. I'm wondering if they'll do anything. Right now they're doing a buy two, get one free. You know, the usual time where most people do go to GameStop on actual current gen stuff, which is something they haven't been doing very often. Usually, I think they've been doing buy 3 or 4 and get one free on current gen stuff. I think this is the first buy 2, get one free I've seen really on current gen really in quite a while. It ain't like the first, but I've been seeing them like when the stock thing crashed. I remember there were a few buy 3, get one free on current gen thing, and then buy 2, get one free on a previous gen. So they've been trying to keep some of the money loss out. So then, of course, they're still getting lots and lots of freaking Funko Pops and all that kind of crap. Not my cup of tea. I know there's some people into all that stuff, and I'm not an expert on a lot of the stuff on that end, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend whether they're losing tons of money or gaining tons of money because of it. But overall, I see a little improvement, but just not very much. Like, the online portion needs more improvement so you can use your fucking credit. Like, why am I giving shit to GameStop and not being able to get to use it on the fucking day of the deals? That's fucking stupid. Even with any logistics of trying to be bottom line, that's just fucking stupid. That's why I had a problem with a little cell phone store that used to be in my area before. You know, you trade in shit. It's like, oh, I want to buy that. It's like, oh, no, I can't let you use credit on that. I need cash on that. It costs a lot of money. It's like, fucking shit. But with the biggest thing people are going to obviously hate is the 10% on pre-owned. Now, I'm probably going to be one of the few people on this that might speak just, obviously the loss of it is terrible, don't get me wrong. But most people are completely disregarding what could be the little teeny potential positive about the $5 thing. Now, obviously, it will depend on the things they sell, but for the most part, you know, if you have a GameStop that has a lot of things on sale that are 5 and below, you literally, like, I've seen someone post a receipt where they bought something that was for something, so they literally just got it for free. So you could find potential things to maybe flip in other regards, maybe. But the thing because I don't get a lot of stuff at GameStop usually anymore. Usually times I go there is like many people when they're doing the buy 2 get 1 free. Sometimes I'll look through previous gen stuff. I used to get a lot of my DS stuff in where they'll buy 2 get 1 sales, but I've really gotten a good chunk of most things I'm interested in when it comes to the previous gen. Most stuff that I'm still interested in are mostly expensive things I sadly missed out on of that. But so what would I say is the one little positive? The one little positive is if you're like me and you haven't been spending a lot, because obviously 10% off cheap items isn't a lot of money. You know, it's just a wee little bit of money if you're buying cheap items with the 10% off. So you either need to buy a lot of cheap items every month or buy lots of expensive pre-owned stuff to get, you know, decent amount back of that. Now, like I said, nowadays I have not spent a lot. So you could look at it as maybe potentially getting more out of it in a way, but like I said, that point of view really depends on your spending habits at GameStop specifically. If you don't spend a lot though, you could actually view it as a small, little, teeny positive. Like, in believe me, very much skewed positive. But aside from that, I mean, if you were a huge buyer or you buy tons of shit at GameStop, I can definitely see why you would obviously view the whole situation completely negative. But honestly, I don't know a lot of people who buy lots of stuff at GameStop, but that's not to say they're out there. You know, depends on the stuff available in your area and that. So overall, still needs lots of improvement. Like I said, the physical store changes haven't affected my area yet. Dated deal needs to fucking be able to use your credit regardless of whatever fucking card it's available on, whether it's your pro card, gift card, or whatever the fucking else. You know, you need to have a way to fucking be able to spend it, because that's stupid that I can't fucking use it because it's on my pro card. That is stupid. That they won't. At least the one employee I asked said I couldn't transfer it to a fucking gift card so I could use it then. So that's fucking stupid. So some needs fixed still. Pickup thing, that's a nice little change. Of course, you know, that gets you in the door there. Like I said, it seems evident to me they're wanting to focus more on the online side of all. So that has its ups and downs. Obviously, you know, that's gonna hurt people like going into the store looking around that. So, but those are my thoughts on what's going on with GameStop overall. Still need improvements. Like I said, I don't know what they're really doing when it comes to exclusives. Like I said, obviously that's not a super good thing for consumers. The only way it's a good thing is basically if they do a physical copy of something nobody else wants to. That's basically the only way it's any positive towards it. But the point is, exclusives are one way to get some business. So they've been laxing on that, which is confusing. Even like, I mean, even that would still help the online. I mean, come on, all the limited fucking companies are online only fucking website stores. There's no physical store to go to for them, so it's not like it's like downsizing the physical stores being an excuse for that. I guess that just, I mean, I don't really know how those kind of deals go down. Like if GameStop pays a certain amount of money or something to do that kind of deal, which could be potentially why, but I don't know. It just, and they've been losing a lot of exclusives too, so it's just kind of like, what the fuck's going on? I don't know, but overall, I still think they need a lot of shit done. They need to make some better deals. Like, I mean, right now, you literally got fucking Walmart on most brand new full-priced games doing $10 off a good chunk of them. Like, what are you offering at GameStop? You've changed the pro card for a mostly completely negative experience and increased the price. You're not getting as many interesting exclusives. Like, there's the helmet, and I think there was one other game, or the only like exclusives I've heard from recently for GameStop. And what the deal of the day, things online only, and if your credit's on your pro card, you can't fucking use it. And then of course the other negative doing online is the data deal can both be for new and used, or either or. So obviously new should be sealed and stuff. I've never gotten anything new pre-opened from ordering through online means with GameStop, so I'm not necessarily saying it's impossible, but I haven't really experienced that before. Probably incredibly less likely. But obviously when it comes to the pre-owned data deal stuff, you know, if you're like me, you want to see the condition of the product. You want to fucking work. You don't want, it's like, yeah, that's not going to work. I'm just going to pass on that. You know, you don't get to see that. And if you really picky about the case and booklet and artwork and stuff, which for me depends on the game really itself. Some games I'm not very caring about, and other ones with my pen I was messing with. But, you know, some people really want everything for everything, or may be selective like me with a game, with which particular game it is, and it's just, still needs some more improvement. Because everyone else, Best Buy, you get point rewards back to get gift cards off purchases and shit. Right now, I actually achieved Elite with Best Buy. So I get free shipping on everything too. So when I took advantage of that flips that I did, I was able to get those all just shipped individually for free and shit, and still get points off of them on top of it, and then flip them for credit at GameStop. So it was just basically bonuses all around, Willie. So, but and then of course not Netflix, Redbox had problems that happened. They'll drop in games, so flipping is going to become a bit of a harder thing, but that's a whole different subject. Anywho, yeah, you need to fucking get your shit together, GameStop. You really do, because Amazon matches a lot of places. Best Buy gives you points so you can spend them on, get money to spend more on shit. What am I getting? Like, you don't get really interesting stuff with your damn points anymore, and you're backpedaling the Pro God. You need better offers, better reasons to, whether in the physical store or online, you need to come up with better reasons that I should go and spend at your store. I don't necessarily want GameStop to go under. There could be good and bad if they went under. There could be the better potential of over time having mom and pop stores resurface, which I would really hope for, but either way, it would probably take a while for that process to happen. I'd rather just GameStop become a better place, really. That would just be easier. And it's very concerning with that EB Games sale. I'm wondering if they're going to downsize some of the stores down there, because I mean, they already closed like 100 different locations. Which, I mean, be fair, like in one of the city areas that's about like an hour and a half from here, you got like 3 fucking GameStops all near each other. You know, those case incidences will just a waste of money. Keep the biggest location, close the small ones. But yeah. Anywho, those are my thoughts on GameStop. Feel free to leave a comment down below. What do you think about losing the 10% off pre-owned and getting the $5 a month? Do you view as that a complete horrible travesty, or do you think you could maybe get some use out of the $5? And they'll hopefully might consider changing it from just being, like, honestly, if it was just anything, I think it wouldn't be as horrible. I think the fact that it can only be used on new stuff is what probably niffs more people. I mean, I definitely would find it more interesting to be able to use on used stuff, because then you can use it to get spare cases also. Because you could be like, well, I didn't see anything nice to use it on, I'll just buy these sports games for the cases and shit, and then flip the games around for a few pennies back. But feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, are any of your stores experiencing any of the supposed store changes of having an area to play and hang out in? Because all I've seen in that front is pictures on Twitter. None in my area, as far as I know, have converted to that at all. So feel free to leave a comment down below. And yeah.